My passion and that of my leadership team is really around clients and people.
I always chased big projects in my career. What brought me to work here was improving the quality of life of people in Qatar.
It's exciting to be part of the team that's contributing to creating a new city, a new country. I mean, that's what's going on here.
There is a lot of need in KSA, and we are working to make all this happen for the benefit of the country.
Here we are building the nation.
Hi, my name is Graham Reid. I'm the Regional CEO for Arcadis in the Middle East. Coming to the Middle East for Arcadis has been a dream come true, really. Well, I've always wanted the opportunity to work in the Middle East, so to get the opportunity to come here was fantastic.
I'd made the decision that I wanted to basically spread my wings and leave the UK and see what else was out there in the world. The Middle East seemed like the ideal place to go.
The Middle East region typically recruits for our projects from all over the world to begin with.
From Africa to Australia to America to Far East, everywhere.
Well, we're absolutely trying to get a mix of people, but particularly interested in young professionals who can really develop their career.
At the age of 21, I decided to move halfway across the world to the Middle East to pursue a career in a fast-growing market.
I started my Arcadis journey in the UK, and after a number of years in London, I was asked if I would take up an opportunity with a client here in Abu Dhabi in the UAE. My name's Gordon Baxendale. I've been with the business now for 20 years. When I was first asked to relocate, my initial concerns, I think, were predominantly moving away from the family.
Being away from home and family is not that easy, but that difficulty gave me the opportunity to do the things I'd like to do.
For people coming out here to the region, they get into a company that provides the support structure. They know the way of working, which makes it much more easy.
There was a lot of support from the company in terms of helping to settle in, get established. I came to the Middle East initially because I was attracted to work on iconic, large-scale projects, and really this is the best place in the world to get that experience.
The projects typically in the Middle East are larger scale. You have a much wider remit and responsibility than you would typically in perhaps projects in Europe or the US.
If you look at the region as a whole, we see huge opportunities in Qatar and KSA, Saudi Arabia.
As Arcadis, we contribute to building, bridges, road networks.
The scale of the projects is enormous, and the programs are so incredibly demanding.
The Middle East market, it's a bit different from other places in the world. The pace here is lightning fast.
The clients might push you to finish the project very quick.
So Dubai Creek Harbor, that master plan is arguably probably the biggest master plan being developed in the world right now.
The level of scale experience is really, really good, especially when you're starting out in your career.
Working here is a major boost to any young Arcadian's career.
We work with architects, engineers, we work with scientists.
It's very encouraging to move to such a place and work.
Everyone who hasn't been in the Middle East before probably has a perception about what it's like to work here, to live here, and once you're here, it's completely different.
I transferred from the UK because I wanted the change and the change of experience, and I've been pleasantly surprised by living in Doha.
Saudi is generally okay to live in and work in.
You will interact with a lot of cultures and with the local culture, which is really enjoyable.
It's what you make of your time there that will actually define your experience.
Depending on your interests, you can do anything in the Middle East. For me, it has been predominantly about racing. I've managed to race in Dubai 24 hours 3 times.
Since I've been out here, I've been able to be more active. Actually, just today, I was zip-lining right by the Burj Khalifa and right through the Dubai Fountain.
What I love about working in the Middle East is the great diversity that you have in nationalities and cultures, which is very enriching, not only for me, but also for children.
Yeah, the lifestyle in this part of the world is fantastic.
In the 21st century, people have to embrace the idea that flexibility, adaptability, it comes as part of the job.
Don't let yourself be constrained by any glass ceilings. You know, the opportunities here are fantastic, and if you can be flexible and develop and get mentored along the way, then the sky's the limit.
Be open and expect to be positively surprised about what you will find here.
If you have an entrepreneurial mindset, there's a much bigger world and it will help you developing yourself both professionally and personally significantly.
I would really encourage people to move in the Middle East and work.
All of this put together is an experience that I could never have got staying in UK.
I would strongly encourage people to look into the opportunities.
It's something that is really rewarding. It's challenging, but it's very rewarding.
Middle East, to be honest, for me personally, has been a great place to live and work, to be honest.
And I think you will not be disappointed being part of this adventure.
I'm happy, I'm living life, and I'm constantly learning at Arcadis.
For everyone who wants to come here and make a difference, you have to be here, because it's all happening here.